Today in this 2017 Chevrolet Malibu, we'll be having a look at and showing you how to install the Roadmaster Fusemaster fuse bypass switch for towed vehicles. Part number RM76512.
Now the reason you're going to want a fuse bypass for your Malibu is because when you're flat towing the Malibu behind your motorhome, it does require the pulling of 2 fuses in your fuse box so your vehicle's battery doesn't become depleted, because the transmission has to be in the neutral position. It can't actually run down the battery without the fuses being pulled. This will prevent you from having to open this cover every single time, remove the fuses, and when you get back to your destination, reinstalling the fuses in order for you to drive the vehicle. With a simple flip of the switch down to the tow mode, it's like the fuses were just removed because it disconnects the switch. By flipping it up to drive, it's like you reinstalled the fuses because they're now supplying power to the fuse box and all your accessories will work properly.
To begin our install, we're going to locate our fuse box inside the passenger compartment of our vehicle. So on the driver's side, right here underneath our headlight switch, we'll remove our cover by using a flathead screwdriver to get inside this section here and popping it loose, and then our fuse box is behind it.
Now we need to remove our 2 fuses that need to be removed when the vehicle is in tow mode. We have number 10, which is this one right here. It's a 15 amp fuse. We'll go ahead and pull that out. Then we have number 41, which is this 15 amp fuse right here. We'll pull that one out as well.
This is our fuse box door. We need to drill a hole to mount our switch in this. I'm going to use a 3/4 inch hole saw to do this. Just going to kind of make it in the center, right about in this area here. We'll now take our switch off by just pulling the wires off. We'll remove this nut from the back side, and we'll push it through the front. Flip it over. We'll throw the nut on to secure it into place. Reattach our wires. Notice there's a divider here. So we'll have red wires on one side and black wires on the other side. Doesn't matter where they go since it's a switch. Okay. Our factory fuses won't work because these are a different style fuse. These work with ATM fuses. So we removed 15 amp fuses and we'll reinstall 15 amp ATM fuses. These are readily available at most auto parts stores, or one will go in one, another will go in the other fuse holder. Doesn't matter which one because they are the same amperage fuse. Now we can apply our stickers. The drive position is going to be above where our dot is on our switch. So we'll just stick it above the switch. Try to get as level as possible. And press it down firmly. And the tow position will go below it. This will help people know if the vehicle's in tow mode or drive mode. Alright, we went ahead and cut some of the wire loom off on our fuse bypass, and we closed the dust covers over our switches. We did this because the fuses are pretty far apart in the fuse box, and with it taped together like this, we didn't have enough room to get the wires far enough apart to actually make our connections. Now because both of our fuses were 15 amp fuses, it doesn't matter which color wire goes to which location, as long as you have black going to one and red going to another. We'll just push our legs of our wires where the legs of the fuse went into the fuse spot. So we have black ones in position number 10, and we'll put our red ones over in position 41. Okay, with our connections made inside the fuse box, we can push our wiring inside and reinstall the door. Now we'll go ahead and test it out. We have our vehicle in neutral right now, which is the first step in getting it into tow mode. Normally you would have to pull fuses in order to keep your battery from being run down.
We'll flip our switch into tow mode, see what happens. The dome light shut off, and after a few moments our radio shut off, which means our vehicle is now in tow mode and the power has been disconnected from the sources, so we don't have to worry about our battery being run down when we're towing it behind our motorhome. They do hold residual power for a while, so after the fuse has been disconnected by flipping the switch, it does take it a moment or two to actually shut down completely. Now when we flip our switch back in the drive position, once we arrive back at our destination, everything will power back up on inside of our vehicle. Our dome lights, our radio, and our instrument cluster display. And that'll complete our look at and showing you how to install the Roadmaster Fusemaster fuse bypass switch for towed vehicles. Part number RM76512 on this 2017 Chevrolet Malibu.